Hello guys, in this video we are going to talk about the animals in Sunflowerland. I will explain if the animals are profitable and show you some calculations for different animals, skills and NFTs. In the description you will find a link to a Google Sheet. Go there, click file, then make a copy and you will be able to edit it and put in your numbers. At the end of the video I will show you how you can get free rewards from me and participate in a giveaways. I'm Cerber and let's get started. Animals in Sunflowerland is a difficult strategy because it's not as simple as it looks. There are a lot of skills, NFTs, different animals, different food to feed them, and you need to heal them because they can get sick. All those things impact your earnings, and before investing in animals you should do your own calculations, or at least watch this video until the end. I receive a lot of messages from my community asking me if animals are good or if the hen house is profitable, and it's difficult to answer because it will depend on your skills and more. Animals can also be sold for coins, seasonal currency or gems. So today I will talk about these strategies and show you different ways to maximize your earnings. Let's start by exploring animals' skills. Since there are three types of animals and they have some microeconomy inside, there are a lot of skills to choose from. In tier 1, in my opinion, all 6 skills are good and you should pick them all. The minus 5% feed to animals is good, the minus 10% sleep time is good, plus 0.1 feather, leather and merino wool is also good, plus 50% coins from animal bounties is really important too. And the last 2 skills are good to boost your earnings with bale building. You can craft it with the blacksmith. It will give you plus 0.2 eggs and milk. All those skills are good, and if you're planning to invest in animals and make them one of the main incomes in your economy, pick them all. But if you're running out of skill points and you don't want to have cows, only chickens, then skip the minus 10% sleep time, plus 0.1 feather and leather, and the last skill for bale. You will end up with 3 skills. In tier 2, things get more interesting because almost all of those skills are good. The first one gives you plus 0.2 eggs, wool and milk. That's a pretty good one, definitely pick it. Then you have plus 50% animal XP from tools. Those tools are really important for chickens. If you're planning on having a lot of chickens, this skill is for you. It's not good for cows if you're planning to make them your main animals, but it's good for chickens. You will need to buy the brush and the music box for 50,000 coins, and with this skill your chickens will make you some income. You will see it soon when I show you some calculations. Then you have the kale mix skill, and okay, this one is bad, don't pick it. It won't make you any profit and it's just useless. The next one makes your medicine cheaper. It will require 1 lemon and 1 honey less to make medicine. Actually not a bad skill if you heal your animals, because you have 2 options: heal the sick animals or sell them. If you want to heal them, then pick the skill. If not, then skip it. During the video you'll better understand if you should sell them or not, but that skill will make your medicine 30% cheaper. Then we have a skill for a minus 50% chance of sickness, which is pretty good too. Since healing chickens cost about 0.6 flower tokens, making that about 50% less is good for 2 skill points. If you're planning to have chickens and cows, then that skill will be even more profitable. In tier 3, the good skill is chunky feed. It increases the XP from animal feed by 100% and increases feed to all animals by 50%, so you actually make a good profit with that skill. Then you need to choose the animals you want to focus on. If you focus on chickens, then you can make them even more profitable, but the rest of the animals will be really bad. In my opinion, the best skill is minus 25% feed to cows and plus 50% feed to other animals. Cows are really expensive and without that skill they just don't worth it. If you have a good pumpkin level and you have enough flower tokens to have cows, then choose this skill. If you think that cows are not profitable and you don't want to waste flower tokens on them, then just forget it and choose the skill for minus 25% feed to chickens. In total, if you want to go only with chickens, you will need at least 12 skill points, and if you want to go with cows, you will need about 16 skill points. That's a lot of skill points and you need to make those calculations very well. Now let's go to calculations and see the profit. First, as I always do, I have the general info. Here you will need to put the current flower to coins ratio, then put the number of each animal resource: egg, feather, milk, leather, wool and merino wool. Those resources you will obtain from different animals, and the higher the price of them, the higher your profit will be. Then you need to put the price of corn, wheat and barley. Those 3 crops you will need to make food and feed your animals, so their price is really important. I recommend you buy those crops in season when they grow, because their price is lower. Next, you need to put the price in flower tokens for the 650 gems pack. After level 10, you can feed your animals by making food with gems, and if you can buy gems at a good price, it means you will earn more from your animals. I chose the 650 250 gems pack, but if you have resources, you can adapt the sheet for yourself and put here the price for a more expensive pack. Right now the price is about 40 flower tokens for 650 gems. That will give us about 0.061 flower tokens per one OmniFeed food. Then I put the marketplace fee. It will depend on your island and if you have a VIP or not. That was the general info. Next, I have made 3 different tables with skills for each animal. By choosing the chunky feed skill, you will get 2 times more XP from food, and your animals will need 50% more food. But for example, if you choose the skill for minus 25% feed to cows, they will have only plus 25% feed, while chickens will have plus 75%. So in the feed cell, put the percent of extra feed that the animal needs. Here I also have the boost from skills like sleep time, less feed and production boost for each animal. Next, I have created 3 tables, one for each animal. As you probably know, the animals have levels, and as you feed them, their level increase. At each level, the animal needs different food and require a different amount of XP. Also, the higher the level, the more resources it will give you. On sfl.world you can check what food to give and how much XP is required for each animal, but you also have this information in my table. Let's look at the chickens and their profit. Since we have the chunky feed skill, our food XP is doubled. In the next column I have put the animal XP required and the XP you will get from tools. You can give some love to your animals with different tools twice a day. I think it's every 8 hours, because it's hard to use them every 8 hours because you need to sleep. I assumed we will use those tools only once a day. If you can use them twice a day, your profit will increase. Then, based on XP from food and tools, we have the number of food packs we will need. For example, for level 1 it's only about 0.55 kernel belt, which translates into a cost of 0.012 flower tokens. At level 1, with skills, the chicken gives 0.4 eggs and 0 feather, which is worth about 0.04 flower tokens. As a result, at level 1 you get a net profit of 0.03 flower tokens per chicken. With 10 chickens, you would make about 0.3 flower tokens. You cannot keep your chickens at level 1 forever. As you give her XP, she will level up and you need to prepare more food. After you reach level 11, you have 2 options: feed with mixed grain or with OmniFeed bought with gems. As the table shows, mixed grain is more expensive, so it's better to use OmniFeed. When your chickens reaches level 15, you can keep feeding her, but the level won't increase. At this point, feeding with OmniFeed gives about 0.06 flower tokens per chicken, or roughly 0.6 flower tokens with 10 chickens. Not a lot. Even if you get gems a bit cheaper, the profit won't change much. Your chickens can also get sick. When a chicken gets sick, you must heal her, otherwise she won't lay eggs and can infect others. The older the chicken, the higher the chance she gets sick. Healing costs about 0.60 flower tokens, the same amount you earn daily from 10 chickens. And level 15 chickens get sick quite often, so you almost don't make profit. There is another option: sell sick chickens for coins or seasonal currency. With henhouse level 1, you don't have many bounties, but once you upgrade to level 2, you unlock more. A good strategy is to sell sick chickens immediately. Bounties are limited weekly, and with 15 sick chickens you might not sell them all, because each bounty also has a level requirement. For example, you can sell one level 15 chicken per week for 1080 coins. That's about 1 flower token, a pretty good amount for one chicken. You can make about 2000 coins in 1 week from bounties, which is extra income. If you have too many sick chickens and cannot sell them for coins, sell them for seasonal currency and move on. Selling sick chickens is a good strategy because you won't lose money healing them. Since chickens don't give a lot of profit, healing doesn't seem worth it to me, but if you have another strategy, please share it. And if you upgrade your henhouse level 3, you will be able to sell your chickens for gems. It's not going to be a lot, but weekly you can make extra 20 gems. That's a profit you can make with 10 chickens. If you want to maximize that profit, say you have a henhouse level 3 with 20 chickens and you can use the tools twice a day, you could make about 1.5 flower tokens per day and plus 2000 coins and about 20 gems every week. That's a profit from chickens only with skills and without NFTs. Chickens do have many NFTs that can boost your earnings, but we will talk about those very soon. Now let's move on to cows. Those animals are really expensive. For cows you need to climb the skill for minus 25% feed to cows. Without it, it's really unprofitable to keep cows. The next point is that cows require 5 times more food at each feed. For example, if you feed chickens you need only 1 kernel blend, but if you feed cows you need 5 kernel blends for the same XP. That's why milk is so expensive and some players cannot keep cows. Based on my calculations, at level 1 you need to spend 0.15 flower tokens for each cow, and it will give you a profit of 0.2 flower. That's a pretty good profit for one cow. 10 cows can give you about 2 flower tokens at level 1. As you level them up, the profit increases. For example, at level 6, each cow gives about 0.5 flower tokens daily, which is a really big amount for one cow. But as soon as a cow reaches level 11, you start losing money, and a lot of money. You will need to spend about 1.2 flower tokens just to feed one cow, and as a final result, you lose. At level 15, one cow will lose about 0.65 flower tokens. That's the problem with cows. Most players level their cow to level 7 or 8 and then sell it. But here we have another problem. Some bounties require high level to sell the cow, and with barn level 1 you have a really small amount of bounties. To receive more bounties you need to upgrade your barn to level 2, and it's going to cost you about 100 flower tokens. What you can do is keep 3 or 4 cows and make about 1-2 flower tokens a day with them, but making more than that is difficult without upgrading your barn. There is another strategy how to make money with cows. If you have barn level 2, you will unlock the bounty where you can sell a 15 level cow for 15,000 coins. If you have a way to spend all those coins, you can translate them into 15 flower tokens, and that's a lot. In 1 week you can make about 20,000 coins only with cow bounties. To receive that amount you will need to feed your cows until level 15 and lose some flower tokens with them, but then you can recover it with coins if you find a good way to translate those coins into flower tokens. But cows are expensive and you need to make some calculations to maximize your earnings, and to make big profit you need really expensive NFTs. Soon I will show you which ones. Before that, let's talk about the sheep. In the hen house you have only one animal, chickens, but in the barn you have 2, cows and sheep, and you can choose how many cows and how many sheep you want. Let's look at the table for sheep to see if they are profitable or not. As you can see, without NFTs the sheep are not profitable at all. They produce wool and merino wool, and since those resources don't have good utility, sheep are not profitable. At each level you will be losing money with them, and if you choose the skill for cows, then all those sheep become even more unprofitable. So you need expensive NFTs to make them profitable, or just don't buy sheep and buy only cows. In my opinion, don't look at sheep because cows are way better. Now let's take a look at some NFTs. I showed you the profit only with skill points and no NFTs, but there are some good NFT options with decent ROI. It wasn't easy for me to calculate the ROI for every NFT since the profit depends on the level at which you will sell your animals. But for chickens I calculated the profit for each NFT, but for cows and sheep I couldn't do it, so we will need to do it manually. Let's start with chickens. There are about 7 NFTs for chickens, and the cheapest one is Speed Chicken. It costs only 17 flower tokens and reduces sleep time by 10%. That's a good NFT because chickens are already profitable. In average, you will get about 0.16 flower tokens per 15 chickens. Then there are NFTs that boost your egg and feather production. The ROI on those is really long, and it's going to take more than a year to recover your funds. If you want to buy them, go ahead. I will buy the cheapest ones and skip the 100 flower ones. Chickens are good for making profit, but you don't need expensive NFTs. Claim skills and make profit with skills alone. Then we have NFTs for cows. Here I had some problems with calculations. Since cows are not profitable at level 15, it's difficult to calculate the real profit. The cheapest cow NFT reduces cow production time by 25%. It's a good NFT if you are making profit and can sell your cows, but if you aren't making profit and cannot sell them because of the bounty limit, this NFT is useless for you. Next is the Dr. Cow for 200 flower tokens. It gives 5% less feeding cost for cows. Without that NFT, cows give about 0.51 flower at level 6. Let's change the feed percent in the table to 20% instead of 25%, and you see we now get 0.52 for flower per cow. With 10 cows that's about 0.10 flower a day, giving an ROI of roughly 4-5 years. Definitely a bad NFT if you're looking for a fast ROI. Next is cowfish, which gives plus 0.2 milk. Let's add 0.2 milk in the boost section and see the difference. We get about 0.05 flower with 1 cow, or about 0.50 flower tokens a day with 10 cows. Not a bad NFT to buy, and if you can keep more cows, like 15, the ROI drops further. Then there are expensive NFTs for $500 and more, like necklace that gives plus 2 milk. It adds about 0.5 flower tokens for 1 cow, or 5 flower a day with 10 cows. The ROI is about 4 years, but if you manage to get the barn blueprint NFT to increase the animal limit, you could end up with 30 cows and ROI of about a year. sounds like a good profit to me. If you want to invest about $1,000, that could be your main strategy. There are other NFTs for cows and for sheep, and you just need to check them manually, see how much you can make per day, and then divide the price by the daily profit from that NFT. That's how you will see the ROI in days. If you want some help, you can contact me and I will calculate it for you. As a total result, I can assure you that animals are profitable with skills. If you have enough skill points to claim all good skills, then you will earn with animals. It's not going to be a huge profit, but it's going to be a profit. Then you will need to adapt your strategy, because if you sell animals for coins, you need to find a way to use those coins and convert them into flower tokens. The good way is to buy axes and chop trees, but with this strategy you can only convert about 1,000 or 2,000 coins per day. Next, you can think about the greenhouse. Since it has expensive seeds, it can be a good way to use your coins. You need to think about your economy inside the game and what you are planning to do. If you claim skills, then yes, you can make a good profit with animals. You can make between 20 and 50 flower tokens monthly from chickens and about 100 and 200 tokens with cows. And as a bonus, you will get a lot of coins. It's difficult to say the exact amount, but if you make a good management of your animals, you can profit very well. And if you want to receive some free rewards, you just need to join our Discord community or register an account with my link. If you only join our Discord, I will send you some rewards completely free for just joining our server. And if you register an account with my partner link, I will send you additional rewards as you progress. It's all up to you. Either way, you receive free rewards. And that's not all. Because I need followers on my Twitter account, I'm running a lot of giveaways there, where you can win different assets in different games, not only Sunflowerland. Links to my Twitter, Discord, and partner links will be in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and watch my other videos if you want to learn more about strategies and how to earn in play-to-earn games and in the crypto space. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.